Good morning, everyone, and welcome back to more Stardew Valley. Previously, we started off fall, nice and strong, we got a lot of things planted. It's Elliot's birthday, but who cares about that guy? I already have max friendship with him. We also watched another very odd movie, but above even that itself, what we actually accomplished, I think, is really more interesting, is that we actually went and did a lot of crane gaming, so to speak. If you missed out, go check it out. Missed out, go check it out. Okay, so we have a really bad luck day, which means we are not too eager to go to either the Skull Cavern or the friggin' volcano, which sucks because we have only two more days after today. So next time we have even just a neutral luck day, I think we're gonna head to the Skull Cavern because we need to get that done. I need to be collecting ginger, and I need to gather some coal. So yeah, we have a few different things to be getting to in terms of our missions. But even outside of missions, there's other things to get done. We get some stuff from our crops are done. I want to be working on that, and a few other miscellaneous things as we go. We'll just kind of get to them, you know, as they appear. And I will say one of the things I want to accomplish is I want to be working more on the farm, like itself, the actual farm. But of course, we're getting close to being done with our cooking. We only have a few recipes left, being salmon dinner, which I need to get that salmon. I plan on doing that today. Some hazelnuts, some wild plums, both of which are more RNG dependent. And then we have one last thing we don't even have the recipe for, which I believe we get from befriending one of the people we haven't befriended yet. Which, for us, that is either Leo, who is almost at max, Krobus, or Dwarf. All of them we can't give any more gifts to this week unless it's the tea stuff, the Star Drop tea. But I think we'll wait on that for now. But anyway, I'm going to continue to work on the farm, do our daily chores. You can see Robin's working on something for us. And I'll see you guys at the first topic of interest. As I'm in the house trying to decorate, our phone is ringing, something we bought recently. Let's take a look and see who's talking. Oh, is that you? I have some of that good sauce still, friend. It's making me very, very happy. Just want to thank you. Bye-bye, friend. And that's enough for the phone. We are now dismantling it, and it's never going back out. So, the phone is interesting. I'm going to talk about it more at a different time, but yeah, once you place it out, you can randomly get called by certain individuals, including the bear, who is very interesting to talk to say the absolute least. And here are the funds. Nothing super special. The most money we got is going to be from our pineapples, which actually sell for a decent amount, making them not a bad option, especially if you're trying to save up for other valuable crops to put on your island. In the meantime, pineapples will work just fine. Day 1 was more miscellaneous. Day 2 is going to be dependent on what's on the fortune. Please be good or better luck. Okay, yeah, so we're definitely going to go to Skull Cavern today. We are going to take good luck since we're running out of time, and I don't really want to gamble on the last day being really bad luck. Greater chance to find ladders and shafts. Thank you. Let's take this. What does this do for us? A prismatic butterfly is waiting for you somewhere in the valley. Ooh, okay, so this is very interesting, and it's something that I want to double check to make sure my knowledge is correct with this, so give me just a moment. So yeah, I double-checked to make sure my knowledge was right. The blessing of the butterfly is very interesting. So as it says, there is indeed somewhere in the valley now a specific prismatic butterfly now waiting for us to go and find it. Now, of course, we are going to be limited with our time, mostly due to the fact that we are going to be focusing on the Skull Caverns. But we do want to try and find that if we can. The horse flute will be useful just to get around. Dump the rest of my inventory in that chest for the time being. And we're, of course, going to make sure that we are stocked up on some healing items and some items to use for the cave run. So, of course, some of the best things are going to be our spicy eel. We could try to get some stuff like the rainbow rock candy if I really find that necessary, but I really don't think I Okay. Well, I guess before we continue talking, we have Marlon here. Talked to Robin this morning. She told me you got a new slime hutch. Oh yeah, it's done today. Not bad. I was in slime breeding at your age. It's a great hobby, but dangerous. How do you think I lost this eye? Just kidding. Here, I've got something for you. You received a green slime egg. It's a slime egg. You can place it inside a slime incubator to hatch it. Now take a good hard look at that egg. Next time you're out slime hunting, keep your eyes peeled for more eggs. They're rare, but slimes do drop them from time to time. Eggs and different slimes to add some variety to your herd. Yeah, so that's going to be something for tomorrow, because we are going to be busy today, but thank you for that. We'll put that in there. Yeah, I want to make sure we are stocked up with items, and we are going to want to prepare ourselves the best we can. We're going to take that, of course, our favorite warp totems for the farm. We're going to take solar and void essences, specifically to make more mega bombs. Take our gold ore, we're going to take coal, and lastly, we're going to take our stone, which will hopefully be enough. Now, with all that being said, we are not going to worry too much about our daily chores, as our crops and stuff will be here tomorrow, and so will our animals, and stuff automatically gets collected except for the eggs. I would much rather ensure that we get done what we need to. So, we have to keep an eye out for somewhere in the valley. Oh, hello there. Have you guys have another kid, or am I tripping? Oh, no, Daddy. Bobo, I need a gift for the missus. He wants 20 bug meat in a rusty spoon. Okay, we'll keep an eye out for that, my friend. The frick? His gift is some bug meat? I mean, I guess it's a, you know, whatever. It's a frickin', it's a raccoon. I don't know why I'm questioning it too much. But yeah, so we're gonna be looking around. It can be pretty much anywhere in Stardew Valley itself, so it can't be on Ginger Island. And there's some other places it can't be as well. But I believe it can be anywhere in this area. It can be in the Hidden Forest, so that's where we're at. Cindersap Forest, which is this area, the one that's more open, can be in the actual town itself. It can pretty much be anywhere, and you can get screwed by luck. But I do want to do this, and I'm really hopeful we will not get screwed too hard. So thankfully, we have to wait till 9 anyway, so we're not wasting time quite yet, but I am nervous because it's already almost 8, and I haven't found it yet, and it could be much further down. So I'm just going to keep looking for it. Hopefully I don't find it super late into the day. Boy, I'm very nervous that we're not going to find this at a good time. Either way, wish me luck, and I'll see you guys once we have spotted this prismatic butterfly. Okay, it's ready. As I was heading up here to look for the prismatic butterfly, we have a cutscene with Leo and Linus. Not yet. Good answer, Leo. Got one, lad. Just like we were in some of the early heart scenes, Leo's learning from us, stalking people in bushes. That was a great day. You know, I still miss my family back on the island. But mostly I feel happy about the memories, not sad. And I really feel like I belong here. It's a beautiful world of friends. And I'm glad to be part of it. It's a cool little cutscene that shows that Leo's, you know, he's starting to, you know, fit in. He's starting to find his footing here in Stardew Valley, which, honestly, he got around way faster than you'd expect somebody who has been denied human contact for such a long time to, you know, custom themselves with. Oh, and here it is. Good thing I was talking while I found it. This is the prismatic butterfly I was talking about. If you get close to it and, well, just pretty much get near it, it will give you a random sum of money based on, I believe, it's like a random chance based on, I think, how much money you've just received that day, or not that day, but how much money you've received overall. So for us, it's been around almost 2 million gold we've received in total. It's a little bit different than just that, though, to be precise, because I believe it comes down to, like, for example, it can't be as low as, like, any lower than 500 gold, but it can't be any more than 50,000 gold. So you can get really lucky and get almost 50,000 gold from that, which is really cool. Pam just sent us a beer. That's nice. Wanted, 1 fresh lobster from Marvelous Bisque. I'm creating Gus, proprietor of the starter. Okay, so yeah, he wants that. That's fine. And I'm just going to throw this stuff in here for now, because we have to get going. It's going to be a weird day, to say the least. I'm also just going to throw this in here, and hopefully I'll remember where everything's at. So, hopefully, things will go well. I'll explain the the dangerous version of these skull mines when we get there. I'll see you guys in just a moment. The altar over there is lit, meaning it is indeed the dangerous versions. Now, it will look different, that's one of the changes, but that one's minor. Second one, as you can see, is we can get radioactive ore here as well. There is one of the bigger changes. The eels are now a slower, more dangerous version in terms of the fact that even though they're slower, they do more damage. As you can see, that just did 36. They have a wider hitbox since they're longer, and they are, well, just in general, I feel like more dangerous, even though they're slower. You can also see we have a, like, variant of the squid kid over here. This is one we actually saw in the regular mines. It just normally, we don't see these types of creatures here, but hey, we found one here. And there's some other unique changes. Mostly it comes down to the enemy variety and things like that. We're gonna try our best to be as safe as possible and try to make our way all the way, make our way down all the way to floor 100, which is no easy feat, mind you. It is genuinely very challenging. So if you are struggling with this, do not worry. One of two things: don't worry that you're struggling, because this is a very hard part of the game. Easily, this is the hardest combat challenge you have to face. Spoiler, I guess, the rest of the game. So if you can get past this, you're pretty much good. But two is you can always come back to this challenge if you're struggling. If you really run out of time, eventually you will get the quest again from Key, so you don't have to worry about getting this all in one go. Another thing is you can just be saving up stone or buy stone so you can craft 100 ladders. You really don't have to worry about doing this all in one full, like, RNG dependent run, as you're going to see me try to do, which already, it's going to be rough, just based on how late we got here and a few other factors. But yeah, we're going to try our best, and we'll get as far down as we can. So I'll see you guys in just a moment. We were cutting it close, but we made it. Just within 1:30 a.m., we made it back in time, and this is what our haul is looking at. Pretty good, honestly. I'm just glad we made it through alive, though. That's the most important thing to me. Let's see if there's anything good here on floor 101, and not really. Nothing I'm too eager to stay and fight or try to keep. Just gonna take that guy out, and we're gonna teleport back, so maybe we can at least make it in our house so we don't lose any money. Not a terrible run. I'm glad we made it to floor 100, so now we are finished with that. We don't have to worry about doing that again anytime soon, unless we, want to optionally. But I don't know if we're going to want to do that sometime soon, and am I going to make it? Right at the foot of my bed. Oh, and then my bird's just going to sit on top of my head, which is not properly registered because of how the animation of me squatting plays. No money, because we really didn't do anything outside of that, but hey, we did something really important, and so we'll take that. Whoa, okay, that was a little weird. Back to work, another day, another dollar. Let's get to it. as I was about to start off, I was about to leave the house and check, you know, all of our things, like, you know, do our daily chores, the stuff, you know, I was going to cut out, and I'm still going to. But I did notice our child, Ren, has fully grown up. That is right. This is as old as they get. Toddler, or, like, I don't know, toddler, I think, right? Because they're on all twos now. They're walking around. This is as big as your kid will get. Once they are walking around all twos, that means they are fully grown up. So that's kind of cool. We have a fully grown up kid. Look at that. I mean, you know... We don't have to pay taxes for them or anything like that, so hey, whatever. It's not that big of a deal. But really cool. I just wanted to point that out because that's really neat. Coming to the dwarf after getting the normal stone chest recipe, you can find the big stone chest recipe, which is exactly as it sounds. It is a big version of the stone chest. As you can see, the price in stone is increased to $2.50, but in exchange, you don't have to give 2 copper bars. So again, it's more management of what items do you find yourself finding most useful and which ones do you have a bit of an excess amount of. If you're finding yourself having way too many of the stone variety, then you may want to use that on chests instead of some wood. For me, however, as I mentioned, I have way more wood than I'll ever have stone, so we're going to be sticking with wood chests, as basic as it may be. 2 gold walnuts to open, a rich mahogany seed may be one of the most disappointing things to see from that, and a mango sapling is not that impressive either. But it's fine. I mean, we'll take whatever cards we're dealt, and we'll try to deal with it. Now, I think it's Sunday, so I don't think Penny's teaching today. Yeah, she's not, okay. So I do need to give a mango to Leo, because he's close to being finished. He's at 9 hearts. I gave the dwarf an amethyst, so I need to go give Krobus his diamond. And then we'll probably head to the island. I do want to go... I have the cinder shards on me. I'm going to spend 50 on the recipe for the soil enrichment, so that way I can put that on our... what's it called? Coffee planters, and then we'll save it for some other stuff too. Krobus, how are we at? 9 hearts. Nice. Okay, so we are almost at max hearts with Krobus, which is really nice. That'll help a lot going forward, actually. Hello, Key or Q or whatever. We have some gems that we can look at, and of course, one of the things that I want to purchase would be more recipes. You can see what we have remaining. Ooh, there we go. Have an extra gold walnut to give him for 2 more key gems. Both of these we can actually buy. Deluxe Fertilizer, 1 Radiant Bar and 40 Sap, definitely not cheap. And Magic Bait, 1 Radioactive Ore and 3 Bug Meat, also not cheap. But both of those have their reasons. That means there's only 1 recipe left for us to get, with 40, the Bluegrass Starter recipe. And if we can get some of that, then at that point we'll start purchasing some of these other items, such as the Key Seasoning, the Deconstructors, some Junimo chests, probably, some pressure nozzles, whatever. Just a bunch of good stuff overall. Look at that! We're at 58%, we're halfway done with stuff, guys. Look at us go. We are missing 10 gold walnuts. We've caught all the fish course. We've only made a little under half the crafting recipes. We almost have cooked everything. We have not found all star drops. We've reached max farm level. We are almost great friends with everybody. We have not completed every monster slaying goal. We don't have the golden clock on the farm. We have no obelisks on the farm. And we have produced and forged and shipped almost everything that we needed to. We're definitely making progress. And unfortunately, we're getting at the point of the game where things become less consistent in terms of things that I feel like you guys probably want to see, or things to show you. And at this point, it's starting to get a little bit more grindier. Now, this is not what I'm talking... Like, when I say that, I don't think it's a bad thing that the game's getting grindier, quote, and again, even me saying that may be disingenuous and maybe not be the right word to use, but... What I mean is, I feel like this is the point of the game where, from a viewing perspective, it probably becomes a lot more chaotic. Like, I know I've been doing cuts and stuff the last, like, probably, like, 20 episodes or so, like, pretty consistently. And that was mostly just to kind of get the feel for what the series was going to be going forward kind of down. And also to make it easier for me to kind of just show the highlights or the things that are genuinely important to the run. But now we're getting to the point where things are very skewed. Like, you may even just barely see me, like, in the morning in certain days. And that's not because I'm not getting stuff done, it's just because the stuff I'm getting done is just kind of repetitive. Or stuff you've already seen, or stuff that doesn't need an explanation, if that makes sense. Now, that's not necessarily true for the entirety of the game by any means, but we're getting to that point where that starts to become a bit more common. Yeah, we're not going to make it, that's fine. So what I want to do, I was going to see if I could make it to both the, casino to maybe try gambling a little bit, but I actually forgot I need to come up here first and do this. I should have brought a totem, dude. I'm so stupid. Unfortunately, yeah, that's 5 taro tubers. We don't have any of those on us. Jungle torch, no. Dole bed, definitely not. There he is. And that's the last recipe from that guy, because of course we have to craft one of every item, so we also have to get all the recipes, and some of them are a little bit more hard to find, like that one. Or not hard to find, but like they're more out of the way, I feel like, to most people. So I'm gonna try running back. I really don't think we're gonna make it back in time to the bus. Unfortunately, it's one of the negatives about... I probably should have came here after, but I really wanted to check because I didn't know how long we'd be gambling if we went there. But we'll see. I'll either see you at the casino or I'll see you at the next topic of interest. Either way, it'll be just a moment for you guys. And we got, I believe, one of, if not the last of the trinkets, the ice rod. Shoots an orb of ice every 4.7 seconds, freezing any enemies in its path for 3.2 seconds. It is another one that is pretty nice if you are having a hard time fighting things solo, but it's not one that I'm too fond of myself, I'll be honest. And let's be honest, at this point, I think the partake has just kind of become synonymous with this whole playthrough. So I don't think we're gonna get rid of the parrot anytime soon. I feel like I've found my my guy. He's all about me. He knows what it's like. It's all about the money at the end of the day. Once again, here are our funds for the day. We're going to see we actually made a lot of money, mostly thanks to the fact that our ancient wine got finished today. You can see we made 189,000 based off it. This is definitely what we need to get even more kegs. We need to get more radioactive ore so we can get more of the oak resin to then in turn get more kegs, which will then in turn allow us to get more wine. It's an empire about alcohol, just like it's about as depraved as it gets, but it happens. Okay, so is this another one at the? I have to go find another butterfly today. That's really something. Okay, so hopefully our luck is, I mean, it doesn't hurt to have good luck, but I'm not as eager to have, like, amazing luck as I was like, yesterday or whatever, since now we're going to be having to work on the butterfly thing and whatnot. Let's see, bad luck, okay, that's fine. That gives us time to work on some other stuff, actually. Winter's just around the corner. Wait, what'd you say? Whoa, I didn't, oh, dang it, dude, I freaking, I was ignoring my wife, and it came to bite me in the butt. I feel like there's some truth to that. Oh, I should have been paid. I don't know what she said. For all I know, she could have just said, hey, we're having another kid, and I wasn't even paying attention to that, so I don't know. Okay, so I'm just going to put some stuff away. Start preparing for... I mean, there's a few different things I want to get done today. Oh, thanks for the purple mushroom wizard. A few different things I want to get done today. I'm hoping to, even if it's a bad luck day, I'm not going to go to the gambling spot, but I am going to go there to buy star drops, or star fruit. Not star drops. Star fruit, because we're going to be planting those on our island. I've been trying to repair that. Been placing a lot of sprinklers down, and we're going to start the production on our star fruit empire, which is a big way of us making money going forward. So I'm going to work on that today. And a few other small things we'll kind of get to as the time comes. So I'll see you guys in just a few moments. Now here's something interesting. We have new missions, but both of them we have done before. Both of Robin's Resource Rush and Gus's Famous Omelet. Both of these we've done before, so would we really want to go for them again? I think we'll accept Gus's Famous Omelet. Now, I'm going to show what happens if you do one of the missions you've already done before, because it is worth showing. And that's why I accepted it. But otherwise, I probably wouldn't have normally. So I think Leo should be in here, right? Penny teaches today, right? It's Monday. What the heck, dude? Freaking, dude, I don't know where Leo is, but it's such garbage. Because I can never find Leo, dude. He was easier to find when he was on the island. The literal uncharted island, he was easier to find. Okay, so I think we're going to be close. We're definitely not going to be done with our boy Krobus today, but we'll be very close. Hopefully by next week we should be able to get him to max hearts. Because we are very close. And I'm hopeful if we, keep trying to befriend him fast enough, then that'll just be one less problem for us to have to deal with. Not that, befriending someone's a problem, it's just, it's more stuff for us to have to work on and do. Frickin' Penny over there. Oh, she's my wife, I know, but man, she just needs to tell me where these kids are at all times so I can give them gifts. Oh, that sounded very, very creepy. I don't like that. I came to the island because I was going to check something, and look who I found here! Look who I found, he's here. Hey, right, nice to see you back in the island, just like old times. This is fun. I was scared when you first arrived, I knew my life was about to change. Well, hopefully it's for the best. Here's a mango, and we're at max. I love this, I'm going to put this in my nest. So now we're at max hearts with Leo, that is good. I actually came here on accident. I forgot I should have gone to the desert first, yet again. But that's fine. I'll just take care of the business that I was going to take care of earlier now. Actually, no. You know what we're going to do? We're going to head back because last time that same mindset is what got us to not be able to make it back to the desert in time. So we're going to head to the desert. I don't care if I wasted technically 1,000 or 2,000 gold or whatever. Frick it, that's like nothing nowadays. You kidding me? Look at our money. Okay, so I'm going to head to the desert and I'll see you guys in just a moment. So now that we're here at the desert, there's two things I want to do. I want to come over here because, first off, I'm going to buy as many artifact troves as I can because, of course, we need artifacts. That's something we've been behind on. Oh, I forgot the 10 iridium bars. Dang it. I'm going to take a screenshot on my Nintendo Switch, TM. And I'll use that later to hopefully remind myself, okay, bring that next time we come here. I'll just be grabbing the coconuts because we can use those for more gold coconuts later. But we're going to come over here into the pink building that Sandy works in. Hello. Hello there, sweetie. I'm so glad the bus is back in service. Starting to get lonely out here. Okay, yeah. I want to... Now, of course, there's some other stuff in here, like furniture and stuff, but really the only thing I'm actually here to buy is star fruit. They are expensive, but they are also one of the most valuable things to grow in the game. And we're going to start our empire of starfruit wine here and now. So we're going to buy a good surplus to start with, which would be around, like, probably 300-ish, 350, 400 seeds, which that seems like an astronomical amount if you recall back in the, like, first episode where even growing, like, 12 parsnips was a hassle. Yeah, sprinklers really are game-changing. We're going to go to, you know, we'll buy 500 and we'll have some extra in case we don't plant them all, and that'll be fine. Because we just need to have a surplus of items on hand to be growing and then using for wine. So we have 500 starfruit seeds. She just made 200,000 gold, by the way, from that purchase, which is kind of funny. So yeah, we definitely lost a lot of money from that, but trust me, it'll be a net gain once we finally are finished growing everything. So I'm going to go through, I'm going to chop all these things just so that way we can get any goodies they may drop, including coconuts. And I'll see you guys probably back actually at the island where we start planting this stuff. So I'll see you guys in just a moment. So I'm going to come in here because the altar from earlier, similar to the normal one, can actually now be set. So right now it's the normal skull cavern, but I'm actually going to go in and make it the dangerous version, specifically because when we go in there, I want to have the more dangerous variety of enemies and stuff so we can get better loot. I know it's bigger risk, but hopefully high reward. And at this point in the game, we have decent like surplus of items to have recipes and healing items, so I'm more confident going in even with the dangerous forms, just so we can get more loot. If you do not feel comfortable with that and you've completed this mission, do not feel obligated to do so. I'm just doing it because... to be honest, I'm pretty... I'm a little stubborn, so that's why I'm doing this. Whew. Did you see that clutch grab of my bed, by the way? That was pretty sick. So yeah, there's a bit of money, not much. I didn't get all the starfruit planted, I got almost all of it. So before we head back to the normal farm, because this is going to be our final day of this episode, we're going to try and plant... Why did I just get a tropical... Wait, why did I just get a mushroom? What? I just got a red mushroom from something. Clint sent us a copper. Oh, 1 week from today, holding the Stardew Valley Fair. Oh yeah, the Valley Fair. I forgot about that. Yeah, we gotta prepare for that too. That's slipped my mind. But yeah, as you can see, I didn't get everything planted, so we're gonna try to do that before we leave today. I have 207, which is quite a bit. Oh, I didn't measure this right. Okay, you know what? That in of itself actually just killed all my motivation. So you know what instead we're gonna do? We're going to keep these in the chest, and we'll come back after our harvest is done for the first time. Then we can replant. Oh, that sucks a lot. How the frick did I miscount that? I mean, I know how, I'm a dumb arse, but... Ugh! Okay, that's annoying. Okay, so before we go, one thing we are actually going to do, and this is not changing, is we're going to go and get our ginger, because we need to be working on that. I've been neglecting that. I don't want to have to worry about that, like, as it gets closer. I just want to get it done with. So I'm going to do that, and then I'll see you guys back at the mainland, where we'll discuss what we're actually going to be doing for the rest of the day. See you in just a moment. Come in here to see if we have a new mission, and we do. The task is to make to level 100 skull cavern. You can't eat or drink anything. Ship 100,000 gold worth of freshly cooked items. I'll be honest, I hate both of these so very much. So between the two, we're going to accept this one because I'd rather have an excuse to go back to the skull cavern than I would ship 100 of cooked items. Like, are you kidding me? 100,000 gold of cooked items? What is wrong with you, concerned ape? Are you high? With clay, fiber, and stone, we can make... Oh my god, we're getting called. And it's not even real-life phone calls that interrupt my recording anymore. It's real-life ones. Wait, what? Did the person hung up? Okay. Oh my gosh, you're fast. Okay. So I guess, yeah, the phone will sometimes hang up before you can get to it, so it's not that big of a deal, but whatever. Anyway, as I was trying to say before I got interrupted, was... Actually, I'm going to craft this, because I need to craft one of those. Yeah. Stem real. Oh, and I need to craft one of those, too. Okay. Now I'm starting to get distracted. There's a few different things we can make in here. I made both the quality and basic retaining soil. But you know what I haven't made? Also, we've made 100 staircases and it's 99 stone each. That's a lot of staircases crafted. Anyway, deluxe retaining soil. This is the thing we bought the recipe for. I'm going to craft 5 of these because we're going to plant these, or place them in our planters. So that way we water them, and hopefully we won't have to water them ever again with any luck. And that means we can now plant some other stuff in here. Now, there's some stuff I want to plant. I want to, of course, put coffee beans down so we can be, getting more coffee, since that was something I usually try to do, but we were falling behind on it. Another thing I want to do is I brought back 2 tea saplings, and I actually want to plant those in there. So that way we can have some tea on standby as well, in case we ever, need tea for some reason. Put the stone chest in there, I'll find a use for it at some point, and I'd rather not throw it away since I already spent materials to craft it. And I believe nothing else on me I can craft anything new with, so yeah. It's been basically since the start of the episode, but we're finally going to talk about our slime hutch. So starting off, we have some water areas there. You have some troughs to put water in. Over here, you start with 1 free, if I can break it, slime incubator, as you can see here. Really nice. And I'm going to put one of our slime eggs in there. We have a red slime egg, a green one we got from our boy Marlin, and we have a purple slime egg. I'm going to put in the purple one because it is quite just bluntly the rarest. Now, you can actually craft more of these, 2 iridium bars and 100 slime. Not super duper cheap, but also not super duper expensive. And we have the slime egg press. Compresses 100 pieces of slime into a slime egg. It's a miracle of science. A battery pack, fire quotes, and coal. Coal, what the frick? Coal, oh my goodness. They may be wondering, okay, well, why the frick would I want to do that? Well, slime eggs, as you may notice from here, are actually worth a decent amount of money. 2,500 gold for a red one, 1,000 for even a green one's not terrible. That's okay money. And if you have the resources, why not? So, we're going to actually craft... I'm going to grab 3 iridium bars, specifically so I can make a sprinkler, which you'll see why in a moment. But yeah. So we're going to craft that. We should have 2 extra, and now we just need the 100 slime, which we have... Yeah, almost 2 stacks of, so we should be fine with that. There we go. Slime incubator, and now we just have the slime press, which is some coal, 25 coal, I believe it said. I'm just going to grab all of it. Fire quartz, and then lastly, it should be yet another battery pack, and that'll be enough for now. Now, you can always invest in more of these, make more of the slime egg presses, but honestly, I'm more than fine with what we currently have, so we'll take this, and we will make use of it. Now, slimes are, of course, dangerous, as Marlon was saying as he was talking about them. They are dangerous. They are genuinely dangerous, as they are slimes. You don't really want to have to fight them, because, they're your slimes. So, what you're going to do, I'm also going to put the red one in this one, and I'm going to put that there for later. I'm also going to put a iridium sprinkler right there. Now, the thing I just did, the iridium sprinkler there will actually indeed fill those up for us every day, so we don't have to come in here and water. They will be pre-watered every time we come in. Now, there's a few other things you can do. I'll maybe put a picture up on screen. But when slimes are hatched, they will still attack you. They're not going to have the smarts to realize that you're the one who raised them from an egg. Though, to be fair, you also put them in a pin. So maybe they do realize and they just hate you for it. Either way, I can't be sure. But one thing is certain. They will attack you, and they will do their best to take you out. Now, of course, you don't really want to die to something like a slime that you're trying to raise, right? So what you can do is you can build a fence around the area. Around, Wait, what? Wait, whoa. Wait. Are they both named Zubby? Or is it just because I can't interact with the other one? Okay, whatever, I'll just go to him. Anyway, yeah. You'll want to be careful, of course. So you can build a fence around where you're actually incubating the slimes and make it so that going forward, whenever you have a slime-like area, when you're in there and you're, being, trying to get your daily stuff done, whether it be because you don't have a iridium sprinkler or because you actually just want to harvest some stuff, which we'll get into once we start seeing them actually, produce things for us. Then that fence can be very useful as you can block them in. However, my preferred thing of doing, if you don't have this, that's fine at this point, because, again, this is probably my least favorite of the missions to do. The slime ring. Remember, if you recall, that's the item we get for defeating 1,000 slimes in total. That item is really good. What it allows you to do is, if you have it equipped, you do not take damage from slimes. So, as you can imagine, not having to worry about taking damage from slimes while in an area that's filled with slimes is really nice. So that's why I recommend that. I'm going to come over here. We have 6 radioactive bars, which there are a few different things that need radioactive bars, but the thing that I'm most wanting right now is going to be heavy tappers. We need 5, which would be like that. There we go. Also took a lot of hardwood, but that's fine. The reason I did that is because, as I mentioned, we need to reinvest in our, what's it called? Oak resin, or kegs. Heavy tappers, of course, produce faster, so this will make it easier for us to collect more oak resin, which we want oak resin because, of course, that's how we get more kegs. Speaking of, we're probably going to expand the tree farm down here to where the hardwood currently is. Just for now, until we can eventually, make enough of the kegs to kind of satisfy my lust for money. So I'll start trying to work on that today. I think... Oh, I didn't check what our luck was. Because if we have all right luck, I'm considering taking a break and going into the... Not Skull Cavern, but the... what's it called? Normal Dangerous Mines, and... Oh, we have very good luck. Okay, yeah, we're going to take the rest... Never mind. Next episode, we'll work more on our kegs. This episode, we're going to spend the rest of the day in the normal, like, Dangerous Mines, because we're going to try to see if we can get some goodies, whether it be some more rare items, or, above all else, radioactive ore. We really, really want some radioactive ore if we can manage it. So, let's get our rest of the day going, and I guess I'll see you guys tonight, where we'll, you know, say our goodbyes for the day. I'll see you guys in just a moment. Didn't exactly get anything groundbreaking, as you can see here. We got some okay items, but for the most part, nothing that spectacular, so we're just going to throw certain things away that we don't want, and then store the rest for a later time. There's some other miscellaneous items in here. I don't know if we'll be able to put them away in time, but I'll see what I can do. I was mostly... We also did make a little bit of money from the monsters, but the main thing I was going there for was actually an attempt to see if I could achieve some of the rarer drops, kind of like the Galaxy Soul, but I wasn't really going for one of those. I mean, I would have taken it, don't get me wrong, but I wasn't greedy enough to the point where I was like, oh yeah, that's what I'm going for. Just other rare items I can draw from those enemies. Plus, radioactive ore, which we did get some radioactive ore, so that is a victory in my book. Here are our funds for the day. Not much, but again, it all adds up. Imagine how much money we'll be making once our wine empire truly expands. Waking up from our wine dreams, I suppose. We're going to call it here. Next time, we'll continue on with fall. Hopefully we'll continue to achieve more in the Skull Cavern and the mines, and we'll expand our empire even more. I hope to see you all there.